It's week 4, and we've got what should
Yeah.
be a great one here between
Like,
the
make you
Dallas
quit, bro.
Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
What you talking about, bro?
Prescott on first down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now he's going to get this.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, man.
Inside the 35.
I got a heart you can't bear.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers.
Don't mute your mic, bro.
In a game.
Tay over there doing all that helping, bro. I ain't got time for all that.
Probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified.
Say stop all that helping now.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
That's stick work, boy. I told you, you finna get it nasty. Don't ever make me wait again, boy. Can't pick the play.
Just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Yeah, it get like that, Rage. It get like that, Rage. That's real stick work, no cap. Man, we're not playing. We're not playing. Yeah, that's what I like.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
We here for all that. We here for all that. Yeah, we on all that. Yeah, I know.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You've got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
Shit that way. Yeah, that's what I wanted.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You got the broadcast jumping, Keno. You got the broadcast jumping, Keno. That's what I like.
Last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
No, it didn't mean.
Throwing. Prescott. Throw right side. Taken in by Gallup. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
That's me. I gotta cut it up.
And he'll go out of bounds downs in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Quick slant here to Smith. Yeah, the Cowboys
don't blitz him, Keno.
First and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Don't blitz him, Keno.
They run straight ahead here with
Don't blitz him, Keno. Don't blitz him, Keno. Let's go, man.
Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 13.
And everybody in the broadcast, welcome to Get 'em Gone Records, man. I'm giving. Dang, that boy tighten up over there.
Taking it about the 1.
Get 'em Gone Records over here, man.
To about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception.
You gotta put the ball in the air, buddy. You gotta put the ball in the air, buddy.
Something and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned
I know. It get like that over here, Keno. It get like that over here, Keno. It get like that over here, Keno. It get like that over here, Keno.
Diaz had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Meanwhile, Prescott.
It's just another day in the office, man. It's just another day in the office, man.
13-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy.
Get off me, little man. Get off me, little man. You gotta stop pinching that line, crazy fool.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PA.
Every time y'all leave and come back to the broadcast, it's a new score. Hey, Tay, I hope you're over there taking notes, youngin.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
Hey, Tay, I hope you're over there taking notes.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Play action now. Cousins.
You ain't got no time for all that. Oh!
Incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
No, that ain't no first down.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, it's Elliott.
You can't do that now, Keno. You can't do that.
There on the first down run, he gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. 21-0 our score after one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle. Here's Elliott.
Can't do that now, Keno. Keep trying to tell you, that ain't going to work.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it...
It's caught.
Oh, we need those.
Touchdown, Minnesota. Josh Oliver, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Pulls it in at the 13. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. And it is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Brought down.
Oh, it's a block now. Time for that.
Makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing.
That wasn't the first down? Am I mistaken?
Shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
It's called good placement, brother.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. action now. Prescott. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins now. Finding Williams once more.
That's on me.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
Cousins now from the 50. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Cousins. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
And I believe that that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. A nightmare of a first half. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball, deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now a give here to Pollard, and he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now Cousins on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific
I'll holler at you, Keno.
So
I know what comes after this.
10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On play action, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Off the play fake, Prescott. And it's caught. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Pollard will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Pollard again, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from a yard out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
That's a catch, boy.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Cousins on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Osborne. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st and 10, Cousins.
Not twice, buddy.
It'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now Pollard. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Prescott from the gun. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Up the middle they go. Pollard, 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Prescott. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another.
And my goodness, another interception.
Stop trying, Gilly, fool.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here.
Like, stop trying that man.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. This is Smith with a grab. Room here to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
First down, and it's Pollard again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Run for Pollard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is caught at the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They'll get 34 yards there.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, I can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing is Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to
hey, Keno, I can respect you for not quitting, man.
On that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A first down throw for Cousins. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, but